maybe the person wants to ask that under pressure in the exam, how do you generate good ideas, out of the box thinking? How do you do that?
This is the most common thing that even I have experienced this. Like if you're sitting in the exam hall and you will see that the people who are sitting around you are able to conceptualize or sketch things very fast, or they are using colors into the paper. So I simply will tell that there's nothing to worry, because since this is a very subjective thing and your ideas can vary from person to person, and always keep in mind that like since you are appearing for a design entrance, so there's no single path to reach to a specific solution. So how you can make sure that the ideas which you are representing in your paper are out of the box? Keep in mind that like IITs and NITs are those institutions who are like who are really concerned about how design can transform lives. It is not just any other entrance exam which you are giving. So your thinking should be in that way, like how your design can transform the lives of people. It should not be just just some design that you have put in your paper. And how can you make sure? Try to read the different kinds of issues. Try to explore the different kinds of issues which are around you, like what problems people are facing who are especially able, what kinds of problems children are facing who are around you, or some old age people are facing. And you will for sure, obviously you will get an idea that I can do something for that. And you start making concepts around that, and you start making solutions around that. So if you are doing that, that would help you a lot, because they are really concerned about these things only. They are not really concerned about how you are going to make a very revolutionary app which is going to be installed in someone's phone, and that will help in some booking or anything like that, because that is already there, and people are engineers and designers are there who are already doing that. But what one step extra you are doing with your design that is transforming lives, like uh, for wildlife conservation, you can bring out an idea which which uh, creates awareness for wildlife conservation, or some idea which can be around really putting up actions to it, like not just thinking about that but really acting towards it. What can be the potential solutions towards it? What can be potential solution? Like you must be hearing every year about the Delhi pollution after Diwali.
Yes.
Like throughout the year the pollution is there, but due to the burning of parali in the states of Punjab and Haryana, the situation gets worsened each year. So what are the different steps I'm not saying that you will come up with like entirely out universal idea that will solve and every problem, but instead of that you can start with an idea and see where it can reach. Because like if you are really researching about that problem, that is definitely not going into waste. There will be some potential solutions or potential points from that which can be a very good point to think on that and create some solutions out of it. So thinking around the solutions around you, that will help.
Guys, if you have noticed, like, I want you to take this with you today, because what Aditya has mentioned is very crucial. And thinking about being so focused about the problems and solving them is all that is needed. That is how you will make sure that your solutions are not cliche and they are addressing actually they're solving those problems. So keep a track of that for sure. Then we will move on to the next question now. The next question is somebody who has asked, said, what about time management? Another question. So a lot of people actually do end up not completing the exam in time. So how to manage time during the exam?
Sure. So regarding the time management, you have to make sure that you put everything into time, because the type of paper pattern that is there in SEED or NID. So in SEED, you will find two sections. The first section will be having the multiple choice questions, and the second part, later part, will be having questions based on drawing and sketching. So the pattern is something like that. Once you complete the first section, then only the second part will be given to you.
Yeah.
So you need to make sure that whatever you are doing, you are making sure that whatever is there in first section, you are completing it within time, because you will not get any extra time to, like, you will not get both the sections at the same time, and you can make and like plus and minus to complete both the sections. You have to be a little sure. Regarding the first section, it is not a very big deal. If you are like I already told you, if you have practiced the observation skills and the pictorial reasoning things very, very well, so it would not be a very big problem for you to solve it. The major problems which arise in which arrives is in the second part, which is the conceptual drawing. Like, you take your time, but try to conceptualize it in a very fast manner. What I followed is just go through your question paper and try to conceptualize those ideas very quickly. Like, if there are 5 questions or there are 3 questions in that section, try to conceptualize questions. Don't go question by question. First, go through all the questions and try to conceptualization कि मैं इस question में मुझे ये करना है, that I'll do something around this in this question. Then in question number 2, I'll do something around this in this very question. Right. So by doing this, you have already decided that what solution you are going to give to that solution, to that very question. And once you start and divide the time accordingly, like some questions might be a lengthy one, some questions might be a shorter one. So according to that, divide time and start solving those questions. Then, and since you have already conceptualized that what I need to do in this very question, that would not take you a very large amount of time. Because generally, what happens if you have been given 1 hour for this later section, so what people can do is they start with question 1, and it took them almost 30 minutes. Yeah, and then afterwards they are going to second question, which might have took a shorter amount of time. Yeah. Just because they have not concentrated on the solutions. Yeah. I'm not saying that just completely refine the concepts, but at least think about that, so that you are aware that how much time a very specific question will take. Yeah. That will help you a lot. Right, that's very true. In that very manner, you can manage your time very well. Yeah. And might be a possibility that you are left with some 10 or 15 minutes additional. Yeah. To refine that, because after you have done those concepts and you have created the solution. So if in case you are left with some 15 or 20 minutes additional, you can add something more to it and refine your solutions more and more. Because it is not like writing something, but it is, since it is a drawing, so you can there is always space for creation of some additions to that until you finally submit your paper. So that is something I followed.
Yeah, that actually kind of worked also for me when I was doing NID. I went through all the questions first and understood what each and every question was asking. And then while I was solving one question, sometimes it also happened that I was, generating some ideas in the back of my mind for some other question. So I used to go back and, just flip the pages and write it somewhere and then come back to the present question. So I just did that a lot during the exam.
Yes. So that helps very much in time management. So
yeah.
That definitely helps.
Yes. And the next question is, we talked about after entering the exam hall, there's pressure. So before going into the exam hall, so what is the mindset that one needs to have? Can you talk about that a little?
Yeah, sure. So talking about the mindset that you should have while reaching your exam center, like the first foremost thing that you will see is or witnesses, there are lots of people who are appearing with you, and there are very handful of seats which are there for which you are competing for.
Yes.
So people get nervous very easily, because if you talk about NIT, so there are only 15 to 19 seats per discipline, depends on which discipline you are applied for. Like for some streams there are only 15 seats, considering the reservation part also, like OBC in general and SC/ST reservations are there. So there are lots of there is lots of competition. So you people already get nervous that whether I will be able to do that or not. Just try to just keep in mind that this is a creative exam. So even for a person who have studied lot of things and he has not practiced it, might be a possibility that he is not able to do that very well in examination. And since it is all depends on this all depends on your creativity, so you can take it to next level, because if you see the weightage of the paper, the weightage of the second part is higher. If you are doing very well in second part, that will really decide your final rank, which you will get in the exam. Because if you consider the first part, all the people are doing the same thing, because questions are same, the answers are same. So there will be only matter of some points up and down that will be there. But what you are doing in the second, say, later section, that will entirely decide your fate on these exams. So try to be as positive as possible. Have a confidence in your creativity, and if you have practiced much, and if you have read about the design principle or different kinds of things that are involved in design, you are good to go. There is absolutely nothing to worry about it, because people will be there, competition will be there, but how you are taking that on your own, so that entirely defines your mindset.
Yes.
So try to be as positive as possible and don't think much about that, like what will happen, and just try to be passionate about those solutions. Just think in a way that you are not solving those problems for some exam, like you are really taking that as a project or something, like it's your idea. Then it becomes a very good thing for you.
Right. That's very nicely put. I completely agree, and I see myself like I'm remembering the journey that I took to the exam center when you were talking about all of these things. So a little nostalgic right now. Almost feels like I am going to exam